Here to weigh in on the health of the consumer is Sarah Quinlan. She's a Senior Vice President with MasterCard Advisers. Today we got January retail sales. They were in line with expectations, but they only increased 0.1%. Now that is off of an impressive December retail sales number. Is the payroll tax increase that occurred this month, is that what we're seeing in these numbers?
Absolutely. I think the most interesting thing is we actually saw sales stay okay until the 15th. What happened the 15th of January? Everyone got their first paycheck and reality hit. And then by the second paycheck, where everyone had to pay their bills for the holiday season, we really saw a cut off in spending. So it was interesting. Initially, first, only the pure discretionary, so things like women's apparel, men's apparel, that type of goods did not sell well. And then we started to see the impact in things like the restaurant sector thereafter.
So how does this impact 2013 consumer spending going forward?
Well, I think this is a big concern because obviously knowing that it's 70% of the economy, this is a huge driver. And one of the things that's most important is, as we talked about holiday sales, you said they were a little bit better, but actually they were fairly weak relative to what had happened in terms of earnings and increase in real estate housing prices. So we were quite concerned about that, and that was the concern over the political turmoil. And that political turmoil is still continuing. So we actually are quite concerned that this fall off, especially if there isn't any resolution to the sequestration issues and other things like that going on in Washington, that people will hold back their spending, and that's a concern.
So even if we see housing prices rise, job growth is increasing at a moderate pace, and the stock market is on fire this year, that's not going to matter.
Well, the problem is there's an additional tax you've forgotten, which is the rise in gasoline prices. That acts like a tax on the consumer because we are a driving economy, and so many people just to get to work have to drive. So that extra trip to the mall may not be part of the pricing in of their budget. Remember, you've got at least 2.5% less because of the Social Security payroll tax increase. And now you've got, unless gas prices come down, I would be concerned. Again, mitigating factors, the wealth effect, but how much that can overcome is a real problem.
Okay, so who are the winners in 2013 as far as retailers are concerned? Because you do got the high end getting taxed much higher, and clearly the low end is hurting with the payroll tax.
Well, one of the greatest things of being young, which I can't claim, all right, being a baby boomer, is that they don't know a lot of history in life. So the 18 to 35 is still spending. So if I'm a retailer, I'm marketing heavily to them right now because they are still out spending, and we see that. Also, knowing that value for money is critical. So you are going to watch, for example, people move from casual dining to fast casual down to fast food. So how you gear your promotions is going to be really critical. So, and of course, the same thing, of course, in the department stores, moving from the high end to the moderate. And one of the things, though, we are seeing, though, is the amount per transaction is rapidly decreasing. So the key thing is they're going to have to get volume up because I think each individual will spend less.
Well, it's going to be critical to watch how retailers work with their different strategies in this environment of a higher payroll tax.